Jumping into everything, I want to start by what led you to make that poem?
Well, I've always dabbled in poetry my whole life, but about 2 years before I wrote that poem, written one called "I'm Sorry," which was a series of personal experiences that had happened to me, and it got me to a point where I realized I wanted to do something more, help people who have been in my position. So I wrote How to Report a Rape, which, like you said, is really, really heavy, but it's something that needs to be heard.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people think it's based off a personal story, but it's actually based off of a series of stories that have happened to both me and many, many of my friends. So I took basically a collaboration of all the things we've gone through, of friends who have tried to report, of friends who haven't reported, and I've taken all the, I guess, the backlash and all the fighting from no
Mm-hmm.
matter what way you do it, someone's going to tell you you're doing it wrong. And I wanted to get that out there to show that right now, there's no real escape for a survivor. You
Right.
survived, and that's amazing. And I'm really happy for all the people that have, but we need to create a space in which a survivor can do something about it other than just continue on.
Right. No, I totally agree. It's that poem. I mean, I don't even think we were friends on Facebook. I'm pretty sure.
No, I'm pretty sure you just saw it because it went
Yeah.
almost viral,
Yeah, it
100,000
was
views.
very viral. So I mean, what we're referring to is Tesla made this awesome poem called "How to Report a Rape," and we weren't friends, but someone shared it, or somehow I was scrolling on my timeline, and I was like, "Holy shit, this thing has like 100,000 views." And I was like, holy crap. And I was like, that's average. I mean, it could be like whatever until I went to your profile. I was like, oh my God, she lives where I live. I was like, this is crazy. What? So I went back and I was like, I got to check this thing out. Like something come out of like this city or this town. Like I was like, I got to see this, you know what I'm saying? And so I was like, okay. So I watched the whole thing and I was like, wow. Like I was like personally very like just empowered. I've never, witnessed things like that, so it was like, this is powerful, and it still hit me. So I was like, I gotta get involved some way somehow. And so since I own a film business, I was like, I'm just gonna reach out to this random person and be like, hey, do you want to make a video? And so I did. I was like, hey, I love your poem. I mean, it's blowing up, and I think it's very powerful, and I think it's a different perspective and all this. And I was like, hey, do you want to shoot a film? And
Yeah, I was really excited when you actually contacted me about that. And the work we did together was actually pretty amazing. I feel like we made something even more powerful when we put an actual video to it.
to it, right? No, thank you so much. I think it was super fun, or not fun, but it was very, I don't know, I felt like I was doing something. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Same thing, like how you were like trying to get that message out. I was like, I need to help do this. And so I was like, let's make a film. And so, yeah, me and Tesla jumped up on a film together. We like scripted, we story wrote so many times and found actors and, rebuilt it over and over and over again to where we could take the poem and get the audio of that poem and then put like a film or a story to that poem. And I think we did pretty solid
Yeah.
when we put it together. It was very hard when we were filming. Like I said, it was like hard to be like super serious, but that's the point of a film. And that was like my first short film, so I was like researching a lot. I was like, I want this to be really solid, even though it's very controversial. It's hard to talk about.
Yeah, it was even harder to act.
Yeah, no, yeah, that's right, that's right. But you did good. You did good.
Thanks.
Like it was awesome, and we even got like my fiance in it. We
Yeah.
had some last minute actors, and stuff. But it came together really well. So we made that film, How to Report a Rape, and we put it out in the world. What is some feedback that you got back?
Well, I've gotten a lot of positive things. I had a lot of people, a lot of girls message me personally. Ever since that video came out, I have had hundreds of people, even today, months later, still coming forward and telling me
Wow.
their stories. And it's really sad that there are hundreds of people that have to tell me their stories, but I'm really glad that they feel able to reach out to me.